Hello, it is day 2. It is Tuesday. Thank you very much. I've seen already this morning a few comments coming in being very lovely about me doing this diary for the week. I didn't know really how it was going to go down, but you know, like I said yesterday, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to, do you? So yeah, yesterday was just a bit of a garbled mess, and I think today's probably going to be very similar. So yeah, it's Tuesday. I work from home on a Tuesday. Obviously today's a bit different because I've got the kids. I tend to work with my laptop in the old sewing room. We've got a really small box room where I used to have my sewing room, and that's where kind of my office is now. So I sit in there on a Tuesday and do my work in there. But I think what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to take my laptop down and put it on the kitchen table downstairs, which is where my husband likes to work when he's working from home, and then I can kind of potter in and out and do stuff. So I've been up early. I've already got a load of washing in, etc, etc. The kids are just waking up, but my husband's already gone to work, and yeah, the kids are just going to be chilling out today, I think, because obviously we're kind of stuck at home. Then the only thing we've got tonight is a meeting with my financial advisor. So I've asked the boys yesterday what did they want to do today. I just kind of said, look, we're restricted because I'm at home, blah 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 blah, and Ollie said he wanted to bake a cake, which is good because it's my brother's 40th birthday tomorrow and they're coming round. So that's good because I can do that. And Jack said he wanted to do a Mario Kart competition. Gaming is not my strongest point, but I can be quite competitive when it comes to Mario Kart. So I've said yes to that as well. So what I'm going to try and do is in my lunch break, bake the cake. Then I can keep an eye on it when I'm working downstairs on the kitchen. And then as soon as work is finished, I'm going to do the whole Mario Kart thing before husband comes home. We get prepped for the meeting, and then we're going to have to do like a quick tea and stuff. So I don't know how long the meeting's going to be, hopefully not too long. So I thought I'd just show you a couple of things this morning. What I'm wearing, I'm just in casuals. I've got on my boxy tee by Size Me Sewing, which we got as part of the All Set to Sew dressmaking course. It's beautiful fabric and I love this pattern as well. And just my Hudson pants that I wear all the time when I'm at home. So I'm very casual today, but it's just comfy, isn't it? I really do need to make a couple more pairs of Hudson pants. And I know my husband wants a couple of pairs of Hudson pants as well because he loves his. So I might make him a couple and make me a couple, but it's just one of them, you know, boring, thankless tasks you don't want to do. It's one of them. It's not very exciting make as such, but probably a necessity. So that's what I've got on today. I'm drinking loads of juice. So I know I mentioned yesterday that my eyes were really bad. They seem okay because I've taken an antihistamine. A couple of people said it could be the start of hay fever. So I don't know, I've never had it before, but it's not very nice. So I've got minimal makeup on today around my eyes, and I'm just going to see how I go. And I'm going to try to drink loads of water as well to keep myself hydrated, because I'm not the best at doing that, I must admit. I always had my my beautiful Tamlin because she's always glugging a bottle of water and she's very hydrated, and I'm very dehydrated. So I've got my free Stanley Cup that I got when I went to see Robbie Williams with my lovely friend Claudia, who was over the edge with me because the place was actually all sponsored and everything by American Express. So I was trying to get everything I could that was a free, because I do have an American Express card. And I was like, free Stanley Cup. She's like, you don't need one. I'm like, I don't care, it's free, I'm having it. So I'm drinking out my Stanley Cup. So talking of the lovely Tamlin, obviously I mentioned to you yesterday that I'd had the girls over on Friday, and Tamlin gave me a little gift, which was just beautiful. Every now and again we treat each other to little gifts. She got me this gorgeous card that said, I'll be there for you, which is just lush. She just said, to my gorgeous soul sister, I just wanted you to know how much I love and appreciate you. Love always, Tamlin. And then she gifted this. She knows I love a cross stitch. How beautiful is that? And she knows I love plants. So it just says, I love plants and cross stitch, which I absolutely love. How cute is that? So that's by Sophie Crafts, and that's got basically everything that you need in it to actually do that. And it includes the hoop and everything. And then also like a little, I think it's like a little add-on, and it's, don't forget to water your plants, which I do all the time. Sometimes my plants are like that, help me. And I'm like, oh, I need to water my plants. I'm not too bad at it, but I'm not the best either. So thank you, Tamlin, they're absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to put that up on my little, I've got like a couple of like picture shelves up here. I'm going to pop it on there because it's too good not to, isn't it? So she gifted me that. Right. So the plan then over the next couple of days, hopefully to finish my fleur. Might try and have an hour at it tonight, depending on whether husband falls out with me for not spending any time with him. We'll see. It's his turn to put the kids to bed, so maybe I could just snatch a little bit of time there. Even if I just get one of them on, it'd be better than none, wouldn't it? But then next on my plans is to make another one of these. This is the buckthorn rucksack from Noodlehead, and I made this up from a bag kit that I got from First for Fabrics, and I absolutely love it. I do have another bag kit winging its way to me right now. What is wrong with me? But I love this bag, and ever since I made it, my mum has always said, oh, I love that bag, I love that bag. So I've said that I'll make her one, and it's her birthday coming up next month. Her birthday's a day before mine, and I thought I'd make a really nice one. Now, they are going to New Zealand in January for a month. They're going on like a retirement holiday trip of a lifetime thing, and I'm so excited for them. So I said to them, why don't I make you one, and then you can take it with you on your trip. So my plan is to make her one, and then also make one of the bum bag that I made when I went to Disney as well. But for now, I'm just going to go with this and try and get that sewn up for her birthday. So I kind of told her that's what I was going to do for her anyway, and then I sent her a couple of links to different websites for nice canvas fabrics for her to be able to choose, because what I didn't want to do is make up this bag and then her be like, yeah, not bothered. But I do kind of know her taste, so it's not too bad. But the one she chose is this one, and it's arrived, and I thought I would show you it. Oh, and it's a Rifle Paper Company one, and it's just beautiful. So it's got like a beige background with all these different coloured like blues, turquoises, pale blue, dark blue, and then this like mucky mustard colour. So I've bought that to make her bag with, and I think it's going to look absolutely divine. Now, I got this from a company called Little Stitcher, which I'd never... Is it littlestitchersews.co.uk? I'd never heard of them, but because I was looking for Rifle Paper Company, I managed to find it. Now, this wasn't the cheapest of fabrics, I'm not going to lie. It is, for a metre, 26 quid. That's going to be the most expensive backpack ever. I did get a little welcome 15% off. So with postage and everything, it came to £27.10. And that is just for the main fabric. So not cheap, but I want to make her something that she'll use a lot. And she's definitely a big fan of blue. Look at the selvage on that. Is that not just beautiful? So I got that, and then I messaged Tamlin and said, right, I need to get all the bits to make the rest of the bag. So I've got a big parcel here from First Fabrics, which will hopefully cover everything. So let's have a look what we've got here. We have got a zip. So I went for the navy because I thought that would go really nice with this, although it's actually like a bit of a green, that dark colour, but I still think that's really nice because the middle of these flowers here are like a dark navy. So I've got the zip, and I also said to her, have you got any more of this webbing? And she said, oh, we're getting some more in, but it's changed colour slightly, but it's absolutely perfect when it's arrived. Look at that. I think my mum liked the stripes on mine, so I wanted to go for stripes, but I wanted to go for one that was kind of going to go a bit better with this fabric. But this has got like the mid blue, the dark blue, the real dark navy blue, and then this colour here matches really well in with the base colour and this. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah. And then I've got, let's have a look what else we've got in here. We've got like the wadding, the foam, whatever it's called, I can't remember. It's like so this is an ironable one. Ironable, is that even a word? The one that you can, what's the word? Iron on foam interfacing, I think. I don't really know. Anyway, so I've got that in white. I've then got a woven iron-on interfacing just a standard woven one. They do really good quality woven interfacing at First Fabrics at really reasonable prices, by the way, if you're interested. I'll pop a link anyway in the description box below to their website. So I've got the interfacing as well. And then I said to Tamlin, what fabric shall I do on the inside? So maybe you guys can help me with this actually. And we went through a few options. She kept sending, it was like having a little personal shopper. It was brilliant. She was ace. We ended up going with this one. I was like, Tamlin, which one do you think? She was like, this is the safe bet. So we've gone for like a navy check for the lining. But then when I was thinking about it and this fabric came, I remembered that I'd got the supplementary fabric from a previous So Haley Jane box, which I think would go really well as well. And it's this one, look. And doesn't that look nice with this colour here? So I'm actually thinking, and I do like the gingham, but when I go like that, I think I like that one better. What do you think? I think I'm going to go for the paler one. And that'd be a really good use for that fabric as well, because there's a metre of that, so I've got plenty of it. And then I've gone for some bits and bobs. And I've gone for the rainbow ones because I just know my mum would love these ones. So I've got 2 of the swivel clasps. Very good quality ones. 2 of the sliders. So it's like almost like an oil effect. I love them. I love them. And then 2 of the little triangle, like almost like D-rings that you need as well. So I've got everything. So I thought the plan would be finish off my fleur and then I'm going to start tackling this and we'll see if we can get it made up by the end of this week. I think that might be a bit ambitious, but you know me. I like to aim high. So that's my plan. So let's get them back in there before I lose them all. So I've bought all that. It's cost me a blooming fortune, but my mum does so much for me. She's absolutely wonderful. And I really want to buy her a little present, but then also make her something really special. That's what I'm doing. And I don't know about you, but if you're buying fabric for yourself, are you really tight? And then when if you're buying fabric for other people, you're just like, hey. I don't know if that's just me. So what do we think? Let me know in the comment section down below which lining you would use, and I'll go with that one. I'm going now to sort brekkies out and stuff like that, do a bit of work and then bake a cake. So I'll check in with you when we're doing that. So we've added lunch. The kids decided they want to do Lego instead of baking a cake at lunchtime. So they did that for ages and my living room looks like a bomb's gone off in it basically. And that's the issue in it with having kids on some holidays, is your house gets wrecked. So everything's still out in the living room and they were playing very nicely together though. So I thought I'm just not going to rock the boat, you know, get some work done while they're doing that. And then we've ended up doing the cake kind of later on. So I'm all done for work now. I've prepped tea. We're having halloumi cherry tomato pasta. So I've prepped that so that I can make it for the second husband gets home, so that we can eat it before our meeting. So I've got about 40 minutes that I can actually sew in. So I'm thinking I might get cracking with my fleur. What do you think? In fact, I'm gonna do it, so I might bring you along with me, maybe do it on a time lapse or something like that. Okay, so 40 minutes in, I've managed to get the side seams of the peplum sewn up, the front panels, where are we? She says I've got it all upside down, haven't I? The front of the panels all neatened and top stitched. I've managed to hem it, the panels all the way along. That's quite a long job. And I have done the gathering stitches and attached it. If only gathering was as easy as it was in that little time lapse that I just sent you. I've got a lot of pins in this top. So you might have seen me using this. I don't know if you've seen one of these. I can't remember where I got it from. I think it's called, I think you can get them in different colours, but I think the main one's called a purple thing. I don't know if I've made that up. If I can find one, I will try to. But it does loads of different things. So you can use it as like an awl. So I use that to push the gathers and neaten them all out. It's got a 1/4 inch seam thing on the end, or you can use the flat end as well. And I can't remember whether that's to pull through, like drawstrings through and stuff like that. I can't remember now what that bit's for. But it's really, really handy, and they're like 10 a penny. And I use it all the time. So when I've then done my gathering and kind of sectioned it out, I've then gone and just teased it a little bit with this. And then when I sew it through my machine, I'll also tease it through with this to make sure that all my gathers are lined up and they seem even. Now, I know a lot of people can get a bit funny about gathers and they're like, oh, it's not even and all that. Just don't worry about it. Chill out. No one's going to be worrying too much about whether you've got more gathers on one side than you have on the other, I promise. So my last step literally is to sew this seam up, but I genuinely don't have time. I've got to go start cooking dinner, so maybe later. Okay, so we had a gorgeous dinner. It was beautiful, if I do say so myself. We shoved that down his neck dead quick, and then we've just had our meeting with the finance guy, and he was excellent. Yeah, I would highly recommend it if you can, having someone that tells you what to do with your money rather than just kind of thinking about what you're going to do with it, because we had loads of different ideas of what we were going to do, and we've changed everything to make our money work better. So anyway, not that you care about that, but I just thought I'd let you know, because we've been on the call for an hour and a half, so we did one of them Teams meeting things. So that's all done, and I've just come in here to kind of sew this seam up, and my eldest has gone, Mummy. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you've forgotten something. I'm like, what have I forgotten to do today? And he's like, you've forgotten to let me kick your butt at Mario Kart. And I thought, I forgot about that. So instead of sewing up this seam, I'm going to go get my butt kicked basically on Mario Kart. But you know, you've got to do what you got to do. So I hope you're all well, and I'm going to sign off now, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.